everyone, welcome to the Parametrics YouTube channel. I want to thank all my new subscribers. That's really encouraging. There's some people out there actually benefiting from this. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put a door on a cabinet, tell you some of the reasons behind the measurements and that. And I also wanted to take you on a quick tour of my website, which is parametrics.com. So this is it here. We're in the picture gallery right now. So obviously I worked on solid wood doors in the past. And of course, if this is boring to you, skip forward a bit and we'll get into the Fusion tutorial. But I think this is pretty neat. I think people would be interested in seeing some of this stuff here. So solid wood doors. We had some pretty neat tools on the CNC. I've worked in many different places, different machinery, different products. Now, on my website right now, there's only one thing for sale. Go back up here in my store. Ball bit miter angles. So what this is angles 1 to 60 on your machine. So right here, I'm in this picture, this was 46 or 47 degree angle. We had a mitering tool that would do 45, but this was 46 or 7. So I used basically a bunch of geometry, calculated, with the 1/2 inch ball bit here to give the miter. Not necessary for small, simple things. You can bring it to the table saw, but very handy for larger, complicated things. So here is some wood hanging on the front edge of a 3-axis Wiki CNC, which is my favorite brand. I'm working with BSE now as well, but and so this piece here has the angle that these pieces need to be on this way, and then the ball bit angles run across here and give you that, which the end result is this over here. So that's available if anyone's interested in that. It's for Woodlop 5.0. If you don't have a post processor for your machine, you can pick that up. You can run angles 1 to 60 parametrically, so you can set whatever length you want across the front edge of your machine. So it's pretty cool to have that enhanced capability. Some other solid wood things here. Epoxy tables. This one came out really nice. Some Fusion 360 stuff. This was Omni Berkshire Hotel in New York. We did, I don't know how many rooms. It's the most beautiful material, figured sycamore. We did lots of kitchens, garbage cans, banks. This cabinet here, I'm going to do a video on this cabinet, how this one works, and some of the neat things about it. I've never actually used it, but it was there's some neat ideas in here that I want to share with people. Cut this one out. I didn't design it. It's pretty out there, but unique, just the same. Worked a lot with laminate, curved things, and I was in the event industry for many years, so we have some really neat projects under the belt. And again, here's the ball bit angles on the front of the machine, cutting a giant piece of corian. Try cutting that on the table saw. Here it is again. This was a neat project. It's all 1/2 inch MDF with just about every angle you can possibly imagine. But it came out really nice. I also like this little guy here, fit in together. So interesting note, this project here was done in SketchUp in 2017. I started using Fusion full-time December 1st, 2018. That's when that happened. So I actually drew the geometry you can see here, line by line in SketchUp, and exported it to the machine, ran the program, and it worked really well. Need some chairs. This is my horse design, very simple, but this could hold a whole lift of plywood. These two guys. I might do a simple video on that. Make them available if you're interested in that. These are my stackable horses. So they have like a tongue and groove, and they stack for various different needs. They work really well. They're disassemble and flat pack, and overall it's a really neat little design. I'm into bikes, electric bikes. I have a few projects I've been working on. I actually made a stepper motor bicycle, electric bicycle kit. And this is a piece of corian where I cut out a, a sprocket for the chain. Pretty neat stuff. Some chairs, lots and lots of round things. Go back to the top here. Check out the video gallery. So there's my logo in, I guess you could say, a negative and a positive type of toolpath, right? One is raised, one is cut out. Now I have to adjust the volume on my website here, but do you want to see a CNC fly? That is a Wiki 43M, one of the best nesting machines, flat table machines that I've worked on. We got a lot of projects done with this machine. All this stuff's here available for you to check out. Another animation and Fusion. This is pretty neat. You get to really see what's going on with the project when you can animate it and explode it like this. And that's not hard to do. I'll show you how to do that. This one here. This is like the assembly process. Edges go on first. Screw it together. Laminate it. The number of things here. Just some doors opening and drawers pulling out. You can have a lot of fun with Fusion. So there's some CNC videos here. I invite you to check it out. This was a really neat Holzer 5-axis that I worked on. It's a very, very capable machine. Lots of fun to run. So there it is. There's my website. I'm going to build this. I'm going to add a lot more things to the store. As a matter of fact, I think what I'm going to do is build the kitchen library with the current design, the state-of-the-art design, I guess you could say, that I'm working with. I'm going to make that available on my website for purchase rather than having people go through and draw their own. If anyone's interested in that, let me know, because I think that would be pretty handy. Okay, I've already moved ahead here. If you followed along with the last two videos that I put out, they had no voiceover or anything like that, but it showed you how to make a parametric cabinet, and then it showed you how to put it into the kitchen model. One way to do it anyway. So at this stage, you should, I was messing around with a computer desk here, but you should have your base cabinet. And when I say base cabinet, I don't mean lower cabinet. I prefer to call it upper cabinet and lower cabinet, not base cabinet. So when I say base cabinet, I mean this is your starting point cabinet. If you want to design a completely new cabinet, you always have this starting point. So this guy already has the door. I went through this earlier. So we will, hang on a sec. And I'm having some trouble with this mouse here. I'm going to replace it. So we're going to remove that. And I went into parameters already, and I added a variable called door gap at 1/16 of an inch. And to put a door on here, very simple. Right click, new component. I didn't mention this before, but you can drag this over here and wait for the green line. There's my green line. There it is. And it locks up there. Also, if you notice, when I left click, it's a green dot. When I right click, it's a red dot. So I hope that helps. Help you see what I'm doing here. So we're just gonna do door. Oops, look what I did. I put it in the wrong place. Let's go back. So when I made the new component, I made it inside the gable left, which is not what I wanted to do right now. So we're going to right click up here, new component, and it'll be door. Okay, so now when I'm sketching, of course I'm sketching in this active door folder. All right, we'll look straight on. Create a sketch on the front edge. We'll do a 2-point rectangle. Just click it. Now, depending on where the cabinet is going and what's beside it and on top of it, your door gap becomes really important. But for this specific cabinet, we're going to assume that there's a cabinet on the left side, a cabinet on the right side, nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom. So in that case, I can make the door collinear with the top, collinear with the bottom, and I can assign a dimension which in this case is going to be door gap variable. And then you can press pull it out. The width of the material. It's a very cheap cabinet. It's all white melamine. Okay, and then the last thing with our door, don't forget, generally speaking, there's 1/8 clearance from the cabinet to the door. So now we have the door on, we have variable gaps for the side, we have it flush at the top and the bottom, and we're one step further. I'm going to upgrade a few things here, come back with a new mouse, and many more videos. I hope you stay tuned. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and get the notification bell ticked off so that you get notifications of my next videos. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon.